Hey there, Chuck Moran here, Ball Guy Studio, in case you couldn't tell. The title of this video is Practice What You're About to Preach. And I am beginning to practice what I'm about to preach, which is all about live video. Going into this, I'd like to thank my friend Carrie Glenn and the encouragement of Mari Smith for getting me over the hump and into live video. I'm going to be taking my company in a new direction. I'm going to continue to do websites and help clients, small businesses in particular, with their social media marketing. But I'm going to be adding in live video and coaching people how to do it. So I figured I better learn how to do it myself before I start preaching to other people about it. I'm also finishing up a really interesting and big day for myself today. I started managing marketing communications for the University of Virginia Women's Center back in 2003, which coincidentally was about the time I shaved my head and thus gave myself a name that I could work with, Ball Guy Studio. So today, that 13-year run came to an end at the University of Virginia Women's Center. I had a big send-off today as part of our end-of-the-year party. And it went really well. I got a couple of nice presents, which I'll show you in just a minute. And I am celebrating the end of a long run there. My family has had a really long run at the University of Virginia. In fact, my great-grandfather was the first bursar at the University of Virginia and started, I believe, in 1897. So we have had a long, continuous, not maybe continuous, but long history and service to the University of Virginia. I'm an alumnus myself. My dad is, his dad is, my daughter is, my sister is, and so many members of my family that when my daughter applied to the University of Virginia, we had to get out a couple of sheets of paper, and there were something like 50-some relatives on both sides of the family who we could count as alumni of the University of Virginia. So I would also like to add in that I have just decided to take a course in live video marketing called Live Video Revolution from Joel Comm. It was presented last night as part of a webinar from Joel and from Brian Kramer, to whom I'm indebted for helping me also get over the hump and getting into this coaching business of teaching people how to do live video. So I am wrapping up something old and wrapping up the beginning of something new. And it was really interesting today when I was at the Women's Center celebration. One of the counselors, a gal named Kathy, I told her a little bit about what my plans were, and she looked over at me and she said, "So, are you saying you have a video business now?" And I said to myself, yes, I do. So I'm stepping into this with both feet and a bald head, and I am very excited about the possibilities that could come from this live video revolution, and I certainly do hope that you'll join me on this journey. I would like to thank the University of Virginia Women's Center for being an awesome client to me for 13 years. I've had a great time getting to know so many people there. Faculty and staff have been great, and my favorite part, of course, are the interns that I've been able to teach marketing communications to and social media marketing over these years. And in closing, I'd just like to show you something that I got today. It's a Jefferson Cup. And for those of you who are familiar with the University of Virginia, this is one of the pinnacle things that you can receive as a student or alumnus or faculty member from the University of Virginia. Jefferson Cup, the history would be too long to fit onto this video. But what was kind of cool was I am going to be going into this not worrying about perfection. And you can't see it on here, but right here, the engraver put on the hashtag #ImagineActLead, which is the slogan for the University of Virginia Women's Center. Cool thing about the way it was put on here, it's a hashtag #ImagineActLead, is that she left the G out of imagine. So I can't even really pronounce that. I don't really know what that means. Anyway, the cool thing was that I got not just this cup that had a bad hashtag in it, but I got one that's perfected too. So that's some inspiration for me going forward. 2 cups. So cheers, 13 years at the University of Virginia. Looking forward to new stuff. And WAHOOWA.